Welcome back to EV Investment. This is Anchal, your friend and guide in your NISM 15 series. आज हम चैप्टर 9 का रिवीजन करेंगे थ्रू इट्स क्वेश्चन बैंक. So let's start. Question number 1. How is share consolidation different from a stock split? Options हैं it increases the number of shares, it improves per share data, it increases the face value, it reduces face value. So the correct answer is it increases the face value. Next question. How does a right issue impact shareholders' ownership when they exercise the right? Options are it decreases proportionate ownership, it has no impact on ownership, it transfers ownership to new investors, it increases proportionate ownership. So the correct answer is it has no impact on ownership. Next question. What does stock split ratio of 1:5 means? Options are each share is split into 5 shares, 1/5 of a share for each investor, 5 shares for one investor, 1 share for 5 investors. So the correct answer is each share is split into 5 shares. Next question. What does the term buyback of shares mean for shareholders? Options are forced selling of shares, conversion of shares to bond, enhanced market value of shares, issuance new shares. So the correct answer is enhanced market value of shares. Next question. In a share consolidation, what happens to the face value of shares and the number of outstanding shares? Options are face value increases, outstanding share decreases. Face value decreases, outstanding shares decreases. Face value increases, outstanding shares increases. Face value decreases, outstanding share increases. So the correct answer is face value increases and outstanding share decreases. Next question. What is the primary advantage of stock split for a company? Options are higher face value of shares, reduced liquidity in the market, greater participation by investors, increased market value per share. So the correct answer is greater participation by investor. Next question. What does share swap involve? Swapping shares without valuation, exchanging cash for shares, exchange of something in quote, exchange of shares during a takeover. So the correct answer is exchange of shares during a takeover. Next question. When can a company apply for relisting its shares according to SEBI regulations? Options are 5 years after delisting in voluntary cases, after 1 year of delisting, 5 years after delisting in compulsory cases, immediately after delisting. The correct answer is 5 years after delisting in voluntary cases. Next question. What is the delisted company's responsibility towards minority shareholders? Options are right to sell shares to promoters, forced exit at the time of delisting, no exit option for minority shareholders, automatic transfer of shares to promoters. So the correct answer is right to sell shares to promoters. Next question. In the context of delisting, what is a voluntary delisting? Share removed due to compliance issue, forced removal of shares, delisting without public shareholders approval, shares removed by the company's choice. So in voluntary delisting, it is shares removed by the company's choice. Next question. What is the motive for a company to engage in share buyback? To dilute promoters holding, to decrease leverage, to improve EPS or BVPS, to increase liquidity. So the correct answer is to improve EPS and BVPS. Next question. What does a scheme of arrangement involve? Options are court monitored settlement, share consolidation, geographical diversification, debt restructuring. So the correct answer is court monitored settlement. Next question. When a companies unite to create a new entity and the merged companies no longer exist, what are they called? Merger, consolidation, acquisition, buyout. So the correct answer is consolidation. Next question. Is it correct that for a company to qualify for a share buyback, it must not have defaulted on interest payment? True or false? It is true. Next question. Delisting of shares involves the dash removal of the company shares from being listed on a stock exchange. Temporary, voluntary, permanent, none of the above. Answer is permanent. Next question. When companies provide additional shares to their current shareholders without any consideration, it is referred to as Interim dividend, special dividend, stock dividend, cash dividend. Answer is stock dividend. Next question. Altering the share capital structure of a company involves increasing the par value of its shares in a specified ratio and concurrently decreasing the number of shares to uphold the paid up subscribed capital, and this process is referred to spin-off, share swap, stock split, share consolidation. Correct answer is share consolidation. Next question. The Companies Act mandates the company seeking additional capital through a share issuance must initially extend the offer to its current shareholders, and this offer of shares is termed as bonus issue, preference issue, right issue, public issue. Answer is right issue. Next question. An eligible investor transferring the rights of its entitlement without receiving any consideration is referred as renunciation of rights, selling of rights, dilution of rights, sorting of rights. It is renunciation of rights. What happens in spin-off? The target company buys the acquiring company. Existing company absorbs the new one. Companies merge to form a new one. A company carves out of business into a separate company. The answer is companies carves out of a business into a separate company. Next question. Share consolidation increases the face value of shares in a defined ratio. Options are to increase interest rate, to restructure debt terms with the company's capacity, to repay all debts immediately, to declare bankruptcy. Answer is to restructure debt terms within the company's capacity. Next question. What is the purpose of SEBI Substantial Acquisition of Shares and Takeover Regulation 1997? Options are to protect public shareholders, to regulate acquisitions, to regulate mergers, to mandate dividend. Answer is to protect public shareholders. Next question. How can an acquiring company achieve geographical diversification? Options are by reducing market share, through increased revenue, through consolidation, by acquiring companies in different geographies. Answer is by acquiring companies in different geographies. Next, what is the motive behind M&A activities related to synergy? M&A matlab merger and acquisition activities. Options are increased competition, decreased market share, reduced revenue, greater economic benefit. Answer is greater economic benefit. Next question. What happens in a merger? Options are the acquiring company absorbs the target company. The target company buys the acquiring company. Assets and liabilities remain separate. Both companies cease to exist. The correct answer is acquiring company absorbs the target company. Next question. Which regulatory bodies oversee corporate actions? Options are Companies Act and SEBI, SEBI and Stock Exchange, RBI and Stock Exchange, SEBI and RBI. The correct answer is Companies Act and SEBI. Next question. What are corporate actions? Options are routine business activities, action related to business only, actions that impact stakeholders, changes in the market structure. So the answer is actions that impact stakeholders. Next question. Bonus shares are issued to existing shareholders without any consideration from them. True or false? True. Next question. Which provisions regulate corporate actions? Options are terms of the listing agreement entered with the stock exchange, provisions of Companies Act 2013, relevant regulations of SEBI, all of the above. Answer is all of the above. Last question. A right issue is available for subscription for a minimum duration of days 30, 10, 15, 7. The correct answer is 15. Thank you so much. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया तो प्लीज़ डू लाइक एंड शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब द चैनल सो दैट आपको NISM और शेयर मार्केट से रिलेटेड इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलती रहे. थैंक यू सो मच.